Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Welcome, dosto. Welcome, everyone, to this special episode, the second episode of Your Game, Our Analysis feature series here on chess.com India. I'm Rakesh Kulkarni, and I'm very, very delighted to meet all of you on this very special occasion. So, wishing all of you as a very happy Diwali first to start off with. And yes, we are going to be having a lot of fun, and we'll be watching uh, some games. We'll be replaying most of the games that we picked. And firstly, thank you so much for your amazing response. But we had to use a random Google generator because your response was tremendous, and it's really an honor, and we feel so delighted that you guys are loving this concept. And we had plenty. We have truckloads of entries, and still, guys, you can still apply. Our mods can paste the link for a third. Uh, Edition as well, our third episode, which will happen very, very soon. So, in case if you don't make it in this one, and we have selected many games, we are just going to try and squeeze in as many games as we can because I'm sure it is quite exciting and educational for you if your game features. But even if not, guys, you can also learn from other games or the others from the mistakes of others. So ट्यून इन मजा आएगा एंड देख सकते हैं आप कि कोई भी खेल सकता है यहाँ पे मतलब किसी का भी गेम हम चूज कर सकते हैं ऐसा नहीं है कि ओनली जीएम्स और ओनली टाइटल प्लेयर्स वी आर जस्ट चूजिंग at random and who we have getting entries from even from title players actually, but sadly it's the random generator that is deciding the outcome. So just wait and see how is chat doing. Hello everyone. Hello Shresht. Hello Aryan. Hello Darshil. Hello everyone. Yes, once again, a very happy Diwali to all our viewers, all our fans, all our subscribers, all our mods as well. So welcome, welcome. And yes, speaking of like I think it's also Happy New Year for Diwali for people who open new books for financial accounts as well. And speaking of new things, we have plenty of new episodes as well lined up. So do hit the subscribe button in case you haven't, so you'll be notified for further streams as well. And tomorrow, guys, we will be live streaming. That will be me, Niranjan Navalgund, and Hemant Sharma, International Master. We will be doing the Junior Chess League finals tomorrow, which will have, I think, all eight players are IMs, even though it's a junior league. All eight players are, I think, IMs or title players. So it's going to be an absolute delight to be covering those games tomorrow. And I think that will happen at 12 noon. And after that, guys, on I think 15th, we have very, very, very special episode. We have season 2 of the Chessophile show by Niranjan, and he will be having two amazing guests. So let's just quickly show you guys this. So if you guys can identify both of our Grandmaster guests, you stand to win. You stand a chance to win a chess.com diamond membership. So you can let me know in the comments as well, or our mods can, if one can open up the Discord link as well. So you can let us know there for a guaranteed win because in if you just mention it in the YouTube chat, it's very difficult to go back and check it. So the thing is, Niranjan will be our host for season two for the Chestophile show. You have to guess two of the guests of our first episode, and it's both of them are GMs. Both of them are from South India. That is a hint I'm giving you, but we have plenty of GMs from South India. So go ahead, guys. You can try and make a guess. Happy Diwali! More memberships to come. And I'll just quickly show you a teaser of that event, and then we'll move very quickly to the games and the analysis.
Chessophile Show.
Chessophile Show.
Chessophile Show.
The Chestophile Show.
Chessophile Show.
All right, guys. So, guys, it is two Indian GMs and from South India. Uh, and you can still guess. You can have your guesses until the end of the stream. So keep letting us know. And if anybody gives us the correct answer, you will be getting a chess.com diamond membership. All right. So I know you guys are excited for this. So let's hop into the games and let's start, guys. So this, guys, is our first game. So it's player Vex versus legendary Sanin, and it's a win by black in this game. So I'll just quickly flip the board so that our viewers can enjoy it from the winning side. And yes, as you can see, guys, this new shirt by chess.com. So happy Diwali, new clothes, new merchandise from our company here. And yes, so speaking of this, legendary Sanin won a legendary game, but it is my pleasure and absolute delight to be sharing this wisdom and sharing this game with you. So let's jump right into it. So the winner of this game and the black pieces is Abhinav Kumar Sinha. So congratulations, Abhinav, on a fantastic game which we'll be showing right now. So let's start. Uh, White started with e4. Oops. Just a second. Yeah. All right. So yeah, white started with e4, e5. Sorry for the glitch there. Now I think we are back. Queen h5. I mean, this is a very popular opening. Like white can definitely try the scholar's mate here, but of course black is not going to fall for it. Of course, knight f6 is a mistake, guys, because queen takes e5 is a threat here. So black plays knight c6 carefully. Bishop c4. White goes for the mate. g6. Very correct. Now again, white renews the threat. Knight f6. So guys, here is a very simple example that you can learn. Even if your opponent is playing for traps, best thing I feel like you want to learn from this game is new move, new piece is the theme to go, because you see, even though white is just giving very simple threats, but black can nullify them with just developing new pieces at the correct time. And oh, I see there were some answers for our giveaways. Do we have a correct answer, Niranjan? Okay, I'll check. I'll wait for Niranjan's message. And even if our mods get it right, they deserve a membership for that as well. All right, coming back to the game. So knight f6 protecting the mate. d3, white wants to get his bishop out. Knight d4, good move, taking use of a tempo here. Queen d1, bishop c5. You see, black is a very good player. New move, new piece, just bringing new pieces out. But of course, yeah, bishop g7 would have made much sense because he has gone for the fianchetto here. But okay, I don't think bishop c5 is very critical though. c3, kicking the knight away, knight c6. Bishop g5, pinning it here. and it is very annoying actually to it is very annoying to sorry, yeah, it is very annoying to get away from this pin, because if you play h6 you create numerous weaknesses, and that is just going to harm you in the long run. White, like black ignores the threat basically. He goes for d6, and now for queen f3, you see this piece is already in shaky territory, and it's actually, white is winning. You can see the eval bar. It's not a bug. It's already all the way down, about +5 for black. But you see, I think Abhinav here just went for broke. He knew he was busted. He knew nothing can happen here, because two attacks here, and plus once this bishop comes here, it's also going to be forking this. So he goes for broke. Like हारना ही है, कुछ ना कुछ करके हारते हैं, तो फ्री दे दिया. So he went for this tactical sequence, and it is not advisable, guys. I mean, but I would say कि करो या मरो टेरिटरी था, एंड अभिनव को क्रेडिट दे सकते हैं, क्योंकि हारना ही था, क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं है कि ये पीस जाके भी वो बच सकता था. एंड वो बोलते हैं ना, अंत भला तो सब भला. तो अभिनव जी, नाइट d4, बढ़िया चाल, एंड दिस opened the doors, and you can see on the last move why knight d4 was important. We'll come there, we'll come there. So c d4, bishop d4. Now white is already one piece up, and he wins one more piece. I think in most of Grandmaster games, black can already resign. Even not even Grandmaster. I think 2000 level, 1800 level, this is resignable. But this just shows the beauty of amateur players who are still learning, who are still getting better at the game. That there is still a chance. So I think one more lesson that you guys can learn from this game is never lose hope, never give up very easily. It is, guys, best है कि ये position में आना ही मत. But in case अगर आप आ भी गए, तो fighting spirit होना चाहिए, because you can turn things around. So he plays, of course, only one square to save his queen, queen d7, bishop h8. Guys, now let's have a quick count. So white was one piece up already. Knight जो d4 पे मारा था, फिर knight और एक f6 पे मारा, तो दो knights already up है. And now white also won a rook. So white is almost one queen up, क्योंकि बोलते हैं कि तीन piece equals to one queen. So I think ये थोड़ा queen up से भी ज्यादा है. White is totally winning. But now we can see some kind of harakiri, that is known as Japanese. It's a Japanese word for suicide. कि ठीक है, bishop h8, bishop b2, white is just still winning even if he loses this rook in the corner. But now you will see that black was gifted, मतलब दिवाली का गिफ्ट ना सच्ची ब्लैक को मिला है यहाँ पे फ्री में. बिशप f7, मतलब क्यों आपको क्यों एक पीस देना है? लाइक जस्ट सिंपल वाज, आप नाइट e2 खेलो, कासिल करके भाग जाओ, आप स्टिल दो नाइट अप हो. But bishop is f into f7 by player Vex. I'm sorry, I don't know who player Vex is, but it was totally unnecessary, and no words for this. And queen into f7. At least abhi trade queens na baba ki even if you play like queen f7, king f7, and then now the problem is actually your bishop is stuck. But let's say knight f3, bishop a1, short castle. You're still one piece down as black, but black is still fighting, and white should also at least play this. Now, otherwise, there is no sense. Well, let me see if chat can figure out a sense for bishop f7. So, yes, thank you. So, yes, I think optimism. If you just give up, तो भाई हारना ही है ना, मतलब उससे अच्छा always fight. Yes, Arnav, good question. I think I also have that question. Is Soham the strong player from Jammu? Uh, yes, I think the giveaway question is already posted on Twitter. Thank you, Niranjan. And yes, now let's come back to the lesson. And all right, no, again, as I said, no words. Like Queen f7 के बाद White played Bishop f6, and now why did you play Bishop f7 then? If you wanted to play Bishop f6, भाई यहीं खेल लेते ना, एक move के बाद क्यों खेला? So anyway, Queen f7, Bishop f6. Now the problem is white has given up material, plus white has not even castled and queens are still on the board. So I think black खेल गया यहाँ पे. गिफ्ट मिला बट गिफ्ट का सही से इस्तेमाल भी करना बहुत जरूरी है. एंड नाउ वाइट जस्ट कंटिन्यूज, मतलब एक मिस्टेक की ठीक है, दो मिस्टेक किया तो भी ठीक है, बट इतने मिस्टेक करोगे तो पनिशमेंट तो मिलेगी. एंड खेला नाइट A3, which is a very big mistake again. Still, I think knight H3, knight E2, कुछ भी करेगा ना, king, like save your king. Best opening principles are new move, new piece, and castle is a rook developing move, but king should be safe. These are two principles. Maybe you can write it down, chat, in your notes. ये बहुत जरूरी है एंड ये आपको बहुत रेटिंग पॉइंट्स, आपको बहुत विंस, बहुत सक्सेस मिलेगा ये दो चीजों से. याद रखिए. वन इज न्यू मूव न्यू पीस एंड सेकंड इज कासल इज अ रुक डेवलपिंग मूव. सो रिमेंबर, न्यू मूव न्यू पीस में कासल भी नया पीस ला रहा हूं मैं रुक से. सो रुक, कासल इज अ रुक डेवलपिंग मूव, बट किंग शुड बी सेफ. ऐसा नहीं कि अभी यहाँ पे लॉन्ग कासल नहीं करना चाहिए, कर नहीं सकते हैं, बट फॉर एग्जाम्पल फाइल पूरा ओपन है, तो यू शुड ऑलवेज मेक श्योर दैट किंग इज ऑल्सो सेफ ऑन G1. Alright, so let's come to the grand finish of the game. Knight A3, mistake again. Bishop check, nice move. Just, trying to get this in tempo, trying to get your U piece also in the game. King E2 खेला player Vex ने. ठीक है, अभी तो I don't think I can expect more, but King F1 definitely better move थी. फिर Queen into A2 check. Again, भाई King D1 runs into Queen D2 mate. King F1 will still give you a chance. You lose the knight, maybe you also have a check. Okay, now I think even King F1 is lost, but it just loses in some more moves. Because, for example, King F1 check, Knight डालो check, Queen डालोगे तो भी mate है, और अगर King ऊपर आए तो भी ये mate है. But player Vex played King to E3, and now remember guys, मैंने कुछ तो बोला था आपको कि थोड़े टाइम पहले ये होगा, लाइक नाइट D4 वाली मूव. ये जो स्क्वायर था ना, ये खाली किया था यहाँ पे हमने. एंड जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं कि क्वीन A2 चेक, किंग E3 के बाद क्या हुआ, बिशप to D4 mate, and that is what happened. So legendary Sanin, who is Abhinav Kumar Sinha, won a very nice game. I mean, he was totally lost, totally busted, फिर वहां से पूरी तरह से कम बैक किया, and he gets the W, and he gets his game analyzed on the show. And um see here guys, we are not just going for quality or quantity or top level games. Here we are just seeking to learn from all levels, from all openings, from all positions. And let's quickly come to the lessons or the tips that you can also learn from this game. So let's quickly check in. So chess tips for this game, from this game, is don't develop your queen early, which is of course for white. बट गाइज हम तो यहाँ पे सीखना है, हम तो फकीर आदमी है, बस सीखना है जहां से आपको ना, लाइक आपको चेस में या कोई भी थिंग, आपको कोई भी फील्ड में अगर एक्सेल करना है, तो बिकम अ स्पंज. स्पंज होता है ना जिसमें पानी आप पूरा सोक कर लेते हो. सो जस्ट बिकम अ स्पंज, लर्न फ्रॉम वॉट एवर, लर्न फ्रॉम वाइड, लर्न फ्रॉम ब्लैक, लर्न फ्रॉम गुड मास्टर गेम्स, लर्न फ्रॉम बेसिक गेम्स. सब जगह से आप ना इन नॉलेज आप कलेक्ट कर सकते हो. So tip number one was don't develop the queen early. Second, yes, after playing G6, remember मैंने बोला था कि fianchetto करना चाहिए. So bishop has to go from that diagonal. So bishop G7. Then when your opponent pins, pay attention to possible pressure. जो था bishop G5 and queen D8 से pin हुआ, and last में तो G6 mistake किया था, तो बच ही नहीं पाया वो. So it is always better to keep your bishop on G7 to save that. Next, very, very interesting tip, not just in chess, not just in a blitz game, but in life. Calm down in pressure. ना अगर कुछ दिक्कत हुई, if there is a problem, just calm down. Take a deep breath and see what you can do. And don't give two pieces when you are losing one, because two is better than one. But Abhinav, in this game it worked out. It won't work out if you play a stronger or a better player. So you have to be careful about that. And yes, castle as early as possible and develop pieces to a center, which was a tip that I told you to write down. And you can see in this game, both players did not castle, and you could see कि कैसे एक piece, एक player के पीसेस ही नहीं, मतलब दो पीस डाउन हो गया वाइट ब्लैक पहले, एंड फिर वाइट ने दो पीस वापस दे दिए, एंड फिर एंड में द किंग गॉट checkmated here guys on the center of the board, मतलब e3 पे. And this also just reminds me to show that you can see two of white's pieces are on their birth space, मतलब हिले ही नहीं है. And we have played like good 17 moves of chess. So these two pieces haven't moved at all. These two pieces haven't moved for black as well. So this just shows you that the players are not using the new move, new piece theory, if we can say that. So all right, this helps us to move on to the next game, guys, and I will quickly go there to the next game. I hope guys you are learning, and let me know in the chat if there are some principles that you learned from the game as well, so we can show it to our viewers. So let's come back to the game between Salut G Salut Je suis tolérant. That means I think I speak French. I guess chat didn't know that, but it means hi, I am tolerant. Versus Phoenix 2330. Or बढ़िया username, which is quite close to my FIDE rating as well. And I think so. My FIDE rating is around 2320 or something. I don't remember, but I like this. I like this game as well. When this game popped up on the random generator, I just had a quick look through it, and I liked it because this is an opening in which even Magnus Carlsen has beaten me in a Pro Chess League online game, but Magnus Carlsen had beaten me in this opening. Okay, I didn't play so bad, but I will just show you this game as well and what I did differently. So let's start the game. Let's not waste too much time. You can see Phoenix and Jeffrey Tolerant are quite close to each other in rating as well. And just to let our viewers know, our winner of this game is Deepak. And congratulations, Deepak, that you we have selected your game, and you we are going to be analyzing your game. So let's jump right into it. E4, E5, again the similar opening, but now white goes for a different option here. He goes D4 immediately. This is a center counter gambit, and after ED4 there are several options to play as white, but he goes for an approach that even I have myself employed as white and quite successfully. मतलब बाकी लोगों के against, but भाई मैग्नस के अगेंस्ट तो आपको पता ही है ना, ये तो चलेगा नहीं. So queen d4, knight c6. So in this, if you would like to know a very famous GM like from Russia who's leading the candidates, that is Jan Nepomniachtchi, is also an expert on this line with white. And here everybody knows like you have to go queen and e3 if you are playing this as white. Otherwise, just play some other line, dude. Come on. So this is an opening in this is there is a game in which I lost to Magnus Carlsen as well, chat. Yes, and you can check that out. He didn't beat me because he crushed me. He destroyed me. Arey Vaibhav, okay, yeah, kind of a flex, but you should see. I'm not saying I drew with him. या मैंने उसको हराया या कुछ तो हुआ. I got smacked. मतलब वो ना कान के नीचे जो होता ना, like Magnus simply crushed me. So that that is something that is a defeat I have taken to heart. But yeah, it is a very fun opening. And shout out to Grandmaster Abhijit Gupta in the chat, who is saying yes, Nippo versus Hari was a classic game, and I really liked Nepo's games as well, and I learned from him. So thank you for joining. Thank you, Hemant Bhai, who is always our guest commentator on this channel. So shout out to Abhijit. Now I have made Abhijit sir a mod, so I can quickly watch his messages as well. Yes, Weber. Abhijit is the fight I am Commonwealth champion, and it's an honor for us to have him in the chat. All right, so let's quickly come to the game and not Not much to discuss, guys, because after knight c6 he went queen c3. मतलब क्या बोलूं मैं इस पर? Like I'm sure most of the people in the chat have guessed the winning move already, जो है bishop to b4, and black played it. But just just to show you, we have another set of tips that you can learn from the game. So we will, I think, jump right into that. But let's have a formality ना, गेम तो देख लेते हैं. पूरा गेम तो आई थिंक दीपक ने जो फटाफट जीता है. Let's check that as well. So queen b4, knight b4. This is known as the pin, that pin and win, they say. And black just simply implement. And you can see we had a rule in the last lesson: a new move, new piece. But white is just moving the same piece again, and white is paying the price for this. King d1, d5, again a nice move. When your opponent's king is the center, blast it open. मतलब खोल दो सारे दरवाजे, ताकि if your heavy pieces, that queen and rook, enter, it is much quick easier to checkmate your opponent. Bishop d2, I think after bishop d2 Deepak could have played this, because again I'm relaunching a pin, so bishop into b4 is not possible. So he played the conservative c5. Maybe he didn't see this, I'm not sure. Okay, a3, knight comes back, and another good advice is, if you are materially up, like black is almost a queen up here, don't need to do any musty. Like you can just play a simple game and win. If you play attacking game, you will win quicker, but you are taking some risk. But no complaints for black side here. And again, I think he's just missing this, but it's not too critical if you're a queen up anyway. Knight has four shot castle. Again, see, you see, most of black's moves were nice according to our lesson. That is new move, new piece. So castle, see, he's just developing new pieces. Now he develops his queen. Rook is coming. Bishop आ रहा है. I think दीपक ने बढ़िया खेला है. And जस सैल्यू जस भी टॉलरेंट ने बहुत बड़ा गड़बड़ किया है ये गेम में. फ्री क्वीन देके. Yes, C again. I think here I would like to play bishop f5. Just trade more pieces. Trade, and you are winning in if you are ahead in material. C4 khela, bishop e4, queen d6, rook e1, c3. Again a nice move, because this renews the threat. And knight c3. But now you can play against this pin. I like this move. Pinning and winning again. But as I said, like, no complaints when you're a queen up. And yeah, let's just quickly wrap this up. Again, I think knight b5 was possible because he was getting in. Bishop c4, queen d4, and f5. Let's quickly wrap this up. And yeah, finally, queen f1 check, queen into e1. GG's, checkmate. Deepak wins a nice game against. Deepak wins a nice game, and let's quickly check in what with our tips for this game. So tips are, if something is hanging for free and you see no reason to take it, then just capture it, which is I think in relation to the pawn on e4. मतलब d4 काफी बार मर रहा था, ले लो. And Deepak was just maybe focusing on castling and bringing new pieces, but again, as I said, nothing too critical. And pawns are the souls of chess, and if your opponent sacrifices a pawn, capture it, again in line with our first tip. And I think a tip for our opponent, because here I think we all are students of the game, we are all enjoying the game, and chess is an element like that. So I think एक suggestion होगा कि don't bring your queen out early, as was the suggestion as was the tip in the last game. Like e4 e5 d4 खेल के मतलब ना जस्वी टॉलरेंट में कुछ मिला, ना मुझे कुछ मिला मैग्नस कार्लसन के अगेंस्ट. And overall, I think it is advisable to play the main lines, as Grandmaster Abhijit Gupta here plays. And you can't survive a lot, or you can improve a lot if you keep playing these side options. Even though, as I said, Nepo plays these, but he doesn't play it all the time. So that is a lesson. All right, so I think this brings us to the next game here, that is game 3. So I'll quickly get that, and the winner of, or the player who got chosen for this is Nikhil Gupta, and we will be having his game very soon. So Nikhil is playing against J1N Mori here, and he starts off with d4 again. Nikhil is a slightly higher rated here, and he does बिल्कुल बिल्कुल yes Abhijit, I think in my games I always forget about pawns, or I always sacrifice too much, but yeah. Yes, yes or no. I think you can also see in Greedy VD's game how with it just goes for stuff very quickly. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल अटेंशन मारने के लिए जोक नहीं, चेस अच्छा खेलो या गेम्स भेजो आपके, अगर आपका गेम सिलेक्ट हो तो अटेंशन तो वैसे भी मिल जाएगी. Mayank, it's nice that you are guessing all the games, all the moves, Mayank, and I hope it keeps coming that you keep guessing. All right, let's quickly check Nikhil's game here. It was a fairly short game again, but let's quickly shout out to Nikhil Gupta for playing. Guys, this opening is the Queen's Gambit, and I don't know कि अगर आपने अभी तक सुना नहीं है तो मतलब बहुत बुरा है, but if you have heard this, then this is the Queen's Gambit, and which had a show named after it, the Netflix show by, I think, I am Maya Taylor, no, Taylor Joy, yeah, Anya Taylor Joy. Oops, yes, and a beautiful series. I watched it in, I think, 2.5 days, and absolutely enjoyed it. And it has increased, uh, like the game. It has furthered the game so much, and chess is trending on Netflix. I mean, what a great sign for us. And here we can see Nikhil employ the Queen's Gambit, and successfully so. So you can see this was the gambit that Black was offered. Black took the bait, but you can see after this, Nikhil just gets all his pieces out. Still, I think Queen C2 is a mistake because he loses this pawn, but new move, new piece के वजह से ना वो बच गया कहीं ना कहीं. Bishop d3, knight f3, attacking the queen. You see, at least he gets tempos against the queen, which is tempo is a developing move for free that you get against opponent's pieces, especially in the opening. क्वीन c5 और एक टेम्पो, पहले मिला नाइट f3 का टेम्पो, फिर मिला बिशप e3 का टेम्पो. क्वीन h5, लॉन्ग कासर. आई लाइक दिस, मतलब पॉन ये कहाँ का पॉन गया, d4 का ना, तो लेट मी ब्रिंग माई रुक टू द ओपन फाइल डायरेक्ट फ्री में, एंड यू कैन सी white is very much ahead in development, and this helps in deciding the game. So castle rook g1, I mean, what a move. This is like a Kramnik-esque or a Shirov. Alexei Shirov plays these moves and he goes for these g4, g5 attacks, which Nikhil is trying here. So rook d8. Again, I think bishop e2 is like a conservative move. Maybe he should just go for it because black's king will be hounded on this open file. And you can see black के ना दो pieces घर पे ही हैं, अभी तक हिले भी नहीं है. And that would have helped Nikhil. बिकॉज ऑफ बिशप ई टू, मतलब क्वीन पे इनडायरेक्ट अटैक है, डिस्कवर्ड अटैक है, शायद ये खेल सकता है, शायद नहीं, पता नहीं. बिशप d7, and now he goes for e5. I think again Nikhil had an option to play g4, which I would have played, because for example like knight g4, you have these jumps and it's really annoying for black. But Nikhil goes for e5, and already I think black maybe could have captured this, if Vidit would have been black, Vidit would have captured after knight e5, knight e5, queen e5, and okay, you have some advantage in development, but you are just 2 pawns down, Mr. Nikhil. So I didn't like knight d5 here, because this just helps white to execute his plans. So knight d5, e d5, rook d5, bishop f5, attacking the queen, but it also attacks this. So bishop d3, interesting. So maybe for rook d5, he wants to go here and play g4, putting this queen in some trouble. Rook d5, bishop f5 happens. Knight into e5, knight g5. Now I think this is where Nikhil, takes that strategy which we saw in the first game. He goes all out. His position isn't that great, but you can see this queen is caught offside. If this queen could magically come anywhere on the queen side, black is winning. Or if black managed to trade queens. But now suddenly, this king is caught alone. मतलब bishop h7 check आ रहा है, g4 आ रहा है, like harassing the queen, and it's just annoying for black. So queen into h2, wow, मतलब greedy. I think is Vidit playing black maybe because so greedy. And white continues bishop h7. You cannot take this because you don't miss the long range pieces, guys. And king h8 now saves the rook because rook was hanging. Rook d1, queen d1, and it is a completely winning position, I think, for black. Just the fact that black's king na thoda gadbad mein hai, but nahi to otherwise I don't see a problem here. Like for example, a move like f6, जो पीस आपको डरा रहा है ना नाइट, उसको ही लात मार दो पीछे, उसको भगा दो पीछे. And f6 के बाद I think white is just completely winning, but sorry, black is completely winning, but white is presented with a gift, Diwali gift bolo, Christmas gift bolo. Yeah, what is this move, queen into g2? I mean, white का एक ही threat था queen d1 के बाद, that he wants to come here maybe if allowed, and black says आ जाओ. White goes for it, and now you can see he's threatening all kinds of checks. If knight goes here, the knight f7 is a mate, for example. So very difficult times for white, for black, and he has to be super accurate here. And queen f1 check, king c2, and queen d3 check. And this was a shocker. When I was watching the game, I was just checking this. I thought, okay, king c1, nothing major. But then you can see this bishop. I was mentioning that long range pieces can come back also. So this was a very prime example of that. So bishop can come back. Bishop didn't come back though, and just king c1, bishop d2 check, and I think white is still winning somehow because of this horrible king. And bishop d2 is a free piece. I think black choked. Black ने panic किया, maybe उसको देखा कि queen hanging है. Still queen c4 check should have been played, but okay, let's just quickly wrap up the game. So queen c4 check, bishop c3, knight d3 check. Still, guys, still this was winning. I mean, how many times एक ही चीज कितने बार गलती करोगे सेम सेम. King d1, knight f2 check, king e1, knight d3 check again. भाई third time, मतलब dude, really, मतलब हद होती है यार, हद. 3 बार कौन मिस कर सकता है. एंड योर थ्रेट इज दैट यू प्लेड क्वीन h5 टू गिव अ डिस्कवर्ड चेक. किंग d2, queen f4, खाओ. मतलब black has given up 3 pieces and around this only, मतलब यही squares के आजू बाजू इर्द गिर्द, यहाँ यही के इर्द गिर्द. And like these 3 pieces haven't moved at all, just for like from the last 10 moves. And white has captured everything here, and now is also like completely winning now. Check, and finally, bhai, matlab fourth time lucky, finally sees this. And again, okay, if he goes king here, then queen h7 is a mate because this is controlled. He finds queen h6, but knight f7. Okay, well, I think J1 and Mori has had enough. He resigns. Quite a topsy-turvy game with blunders from both sides. But I think I like this game by Nikhil because of the Queen's Gambit here. And let's quickly check in with our tips for Nikhil here. And there you go. So learn the basics of the openings you play. That is, अगर आप कोई भी खेलो, Queen's Gambit, King's Gambit, Sicilian, any opening, Geico Piano, Royal Lopez, whatever you play, learn the basics. मतलब आपको at least ये नहीं पता, आपको by heart नहीं करना. But you should know, okay, where this piece belongs, where this move is, where I will attack, what is my middle game ideas. That you should know. No need of by hearting. You should know your plans. And do a blunder check. this is one of like the golden nuggets of information of or wisdom that you can learn from this today's video. That is, after I make a move, will any of my pieces hang, or is any piece of my opponent hanging? Like जो D3 पे 3 बार miss किया black ने, white ने, and finally he white saw that. So just try and do this blunder check in your rapid games. Blitz game में अगर आप करोगे तो ऐसे ही flag down हो जाओगे. So I think I would advise you to do that in some rapid games. Next, as soon as your opponent makes a move, focus on the difference. Correct. Like always, what's the threat? What is he attacking? What changed after your opponent made a move? It is definitely worth it to check that. Again, continuing, don't exchange pieces when you're down in material. ये तो भाई हमने उल्टा बोला था इसका मतलब रिवर्स जो वाइस वर्सा है कि when you are ahead, trade. So quite a similarity there. Lastly, yeah, you can learn basic tactical theme puzzles and practice them on chess.com/puzzles. This will help you a lot, and it doesn't matter even if you don't have a diamond, platinum, or paid membership, you get 5 free tactics per day. So I would highly suggest you to try that. You can try that even now, but पूरा video तो देख के जाना. And you can try 5 free every day. And you, if you have a paid membership, you can try unlimited, and you can learn it theme wise. Let's say today you want to learn only back rank puzzles. You can select the theme back rank. Today you want to learn past pawns. Select the theme past pawns and solve 10, 100 positions on that. ऐसे ही आप improve करोगे. Like एक एक चीज improve करते जाना है आपको. So this was Nikhil's game, guys. So I hope Nikhil, you had a lot of fun playing that, and I definitely had a lot of fun, especially on the D3 square related fun over here. So let's move on to our next game, guys, and quickly check in with our next game, that is Subik Shini versus Deepak ST. But meanwhile, I'll have a quick run in with Chad. What Chad is saying. Yes, yes, Niranjan, you're absolutely right about that. Mihir, I don't think your game is selected because it was involving me, and फिर chat जनता वो तो बोलेगी ना भाई rigged. So I don't think even your Google generator ने choose नहीं किया तो हम क्या ही कर सकते हैं. Yashas, episode 3 should be coming very soon. We are trying for one episode per week, but you should check out our social media handles down below. Yeah, I think I've answered that. And Pranav Shukla, nice question. Uh, Best move, I think the double exclamation mark is the highest. जो brilliant sign है. I don't think you can get anything higher than that. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll have to check, but I'm not sure. And yes, guys, if I know plenty of you are asking for game for season 3, for episode 3, and you want your games to feature. So don't worry, I've got you covered. I will send you. I'll add a Google form link that you can send your answers here chat. यहाँ पे आप भेज सकते हैं. So there you go. Yes. This is the Google form. Send in your answers, and you can just check it. And if you can just send your, and if we will use random Google generator again, random number generator on Google, and if you get it, it will be featured on episode 3. ओ प्रणव, अरे डबल क्वेश्चन मार्क्स तो मतलब आप ज्यादा गलतियां कर रहे हैं इसके लिए. नथिंग, कांट डू एनीथिंग. कितने गेम, I don't remember, but it is definitely around the 500 mark. So we try our best, guys. At least 10% games तो हमको दिखाने चाहिए, but बहुत मुश्किल है. 50 गेम के लिए इतना टाइम नहीं है. So we'll just see. We have plenty of more games coming up. All right. So this was Subikshni versus Deepak KST. Let's quickly check in with the games again. So C4, guys. This is known as the English opening here. And C4, knight f6, knight c3, g6. I think if white had gone d4, it would have transposed into the king's Indian. which is advisable because bishop d3. Sadly, knights can jump over pawns, but pawns cannot jump over knights or bishops. ये थोड़ा sad है. Anyway, d6, knight g2. At least white is employing our principle, new move, new piece. I like this, I think, till now. But again, see, now if you move the bishop, then now if you move the bishop, knight into c4 is hanging. So he has to look at this. I mean, bishop को जगह ही नहीं है यहाँ पे. So, nah, मुझे नहीं लगता. Queen d7, b3, b6. Fairly closed game, but white would be better once this pawn comes to d4. I think, say that much. a4. And भाई, what is this, Deepak? मतलब दीपक, आई होप दिस वाज अ माउस स्लिप. मतलब आपको शायद c6 खेलना था या आपको कुछ और खेलना था. मतलब डर किस बात का है? मतलब व्हाट इज दिस पॉन, व्हाट इज दिस मूव, व्हाट यू वांट टू अचीव? फ्री पॉन. e into d5. Okay, bishop c6. भाई मतलब keep on like if you want to use this tactic you can also go c6, by the way, if you want to target this. But okay, bishop c6, queen d3. Again, now this is hanging. So दीपक थोड़ा सा कमबैक कर रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं. Knight d5. भाई बढ़िया, मतलब भूल गए पीस. I think all of the games have, at some point are winning. So Subikshini won the game from white. So I think at some point all our winners were down and then they came back. So knight f6, bishop f6. White is a piece not totally busted. मतलब no business winning this game. But let's see how white did it. Rook b1, rook c8, knight f4. Now I think threat is to go knight d5. Check अंदर. Knight d5. ये मर रहा है, ये मर रहा है. ये queen हो सकती है. ये queen हो सकती है. वापस ये मर रहा है, and it will also come with a check and a fork. Nice. I like this. I told you, fork. Fork is this, guys. We will also have some videos for you, special videos about these tactical motifs very, very soon. So, king h8, knight into c8. Nice. Rook c8. So, it is like white was totally winning when he got that pawn. Black was totally winning when white gifted the piece. But now again, nobody wants to win. दोनों को शायद मतलब जीतना नहीं है. Anyway, g4, rook c7. Gets the pieces out. Nice. What is this? What is with Deepak and the d5 square? Well, I think this is definitely a mouse slip. Even rook e5 या rook c5 are acceptable. मतलब no, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. कहीं भी खेल सकते हो, चलेगा. e5 क्या है दोस्तों? Like horrible, horrible. cd5, ed5, and I think now maybe even like in this, from this position, even Samay can defeat Anish Giri probably. It is so winning, so much winning. Again in this position, आपको पता है ये ना, ये check तो देना है, check तो सभी को दिखता है ना, but थोड़ा सोचिए guys. I would play this move here. Now I'm threatening this sly rook g8 mate. h6 or h5. I think it is, yeah, it is totally winning because if you play this, I will say checkmate. Note, I'm not giving this check because this is hanging. And if you play h6, then I will go check. And yeah, now see, this square is protected. So h6 was the only move. So g5 had to be played by Subikshini. 220 IQ g5. But yeah, rook g8, and okay, not much to analyze here because white is totally winning anyway. But not in the most convincing fashion. Even though, chalo, matlab, you got all this as black, but how do you mate? You can't checkmate like this. And white just checkmates this. And I think again at some point totally lost. वहां से किया comeback. And let's jump right into our tips for this. So chess tips for from that you can learn from this game is study the basics of the openings you play again, like in last time. Don't stand in the way of your own pieces. जो हमने देखा ना, बिशप d3 पे था बेचारा, बट कहीं नहीं जा पा रहा था, लाइक अटक गया था. Next, in most cases, capturing towards the center is recommended. जो था C into D5, but any pawn captures. If you see any games, you should capture towards the sides only in end game because तभी passed pawn बनाना होता है. नहीं तो 95% of the cases capture towards the center. मतलब दो pawns and you can capture the piece in the middle. Always capture towards the center. मतलब towards the D and E lines बीच में. And avoid exchanges when you are down in material, as we have learned today once again. And the vice versa is when you are ahead, always trade pieces. On this note, let's jump into game 5. And before we jump into game 5, let me see how our chat is, what our chat is saying. Oh yes, thank you, chat. Thank you for hitting 100 likes. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. And it yes, मुझे बिल्कुल एंटी जैसी लग रहा था. You're right. And when will Delhi Open happen? I have no idea. I think Delhi Open might come with an announcement hopefully soon, but I have no idea, no idea. No. All right, so I think we are done with 4 games. Let's jump into game 5, and let us see what game 5 has in store for us. All right, so this is a game between Alark Patel versus Chess Fever. You can see we have not chosen this, but suddenly a higher rated game has come between two 1400. So we can expect better quality in this, but you never know. All right, so let's see what Alark has in store for us. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop C4, H6. By H6 is not a nice move. I mean, I know you want to stop this, but you are already stopping it, dude. Get a bishops out. Another rule is in opening, pawn moves should be avoided as much as possible. But there is H6 is totally unnecessary. H6, yeah, and I think if you are white, you want to take the center. मतलब you have to go for it. Take the advantage. Like this is a timid move. थोड़ा सा डर के खेल रहा था I think Alark. But still I think not too critical. Knight f6, a3 again. मतलब ब्लैक ने गलती किया तो जरूरत है क्या आपको भी गलती करने की? No point. If black is playing like that, just continue. Na new move, new piece. Bhai, you have to play your moves. Oops, you have to get your pieces out. Play castles, play knight c3, play bishop e3. Get your pieces out. a3, d6, knight c3, bishop g4. Finally, some normalcy. Bishop e3, bishop e7, short castle. I like this. You can see मैंने पहले ही बोला था 1400 है दोनों players, तो थोड़ा सा level हल्का सा ऊपर तो होगा ही. Castle g4. Nice. I like this. Making your intentions clear. Maybe ऐसे कुछ करना है. Like I would recommend a game that you all should know and see is Aronian versus Kramnik, in which Kramnik tried this kind of an attack. Black से ना h6 g5 rook g8 खेल के ना बहुत बढ़िया गेम खेला Kramnik ने to beat Aronian. Highly recommended, guys. So let's continue. G4, bishop g6, knight h2. I like it again. You know, white has decided, and I like this. Once you've decided something, go for it. H5 is something I wouldn't advise because you shouldn't play on your opponent's playing side. And you can see he got punished. मतलब G5 आ गया, knight is hanging. H4 is again nice because now he wants to break it up with this. King H8, F4. Beautiful game by Alark. I mean, except for A3 move, I have no problems for any other moves of his. F6, F5. Nice. Like, no need to trade or no need to exchange, just go for the kill. Like, if you go here, you lose your bishop, and if you save your bishop, it is game over because g6. Even you can see king ko na yahan pe bhi rasta nahi hai. I think this is not just like a win. It's a very nice game. It's a very nice game played by Alark Patel. And yeah, I think even if you capture bishop g6, fg6, you are only delaying the inevitable by a move. ये तो आना ही है. And he just goes knight g5. Of course, you can take. I would to play queen h5 and just checkmate here again. Like, why waste time? But maybe Alak was having fun. Maybe. H g5, queen h5, mate. So you can see, even though this was a game between like comparatively high raters than we have seen today, doesn't matter. 18 moves में टाटा बाय बाय. एंड इससे गाइस आप भी सीख सके, ओपनिंग तो बढ़िया खेला ब्लैक ने, गॉट हिज पीसेस आउट, बट बाद में क्या, एंड यू कैन सी दिस लास्ट पोजीशन, very bad placement, no plans, and you can see the punishment given by Alark Patel was really nice. So congratulations, Alark. Well done. Good game. And guys, tips for you guys that you can learn. And guys, and don't just watch this video and forget. Try to implement these things in your own games. तभी मजा आएगा. मतलब आपकी रेटिंग शूट अप होगी. आप हमें सोशल मीडिया या हमको मैसेज करके बता सकते हैं. And maybe we will have you guys on our show as well. Like, you can be alongside me or Niranjan on this show, and you can share your games as well with us on stream. I think that would be a great idea. And coming back to the tips is study games on the topic of attacking uncastled king by John Nunn, a world champion for composing chess, Grandmaster John Nunn. Don't make unnecessary pawn moves. A very nice tip. You can see h6 जो black ने खेला, a3 जो white ने खेला, totally unnecessary. Prioritize development of pieces above all. Yes, as we always say, guys, new move, new piece. Consider the pawn break that gives that your opponent could do and prepare moves accordingly. Yes, I mean, you see that f4 break was prepared by white and black ignored it, and that pawn only came to f5. That pawn came to g6, and then queen h5 mate hua. So you see, they say prevention is better than cure, so you had to do that. I mean, not allow the pawn to reach so far ahead. And lastly, expect your opponent to play the best move. Of course, I mean, it doesn't matter in chess, even in life, even in politics. You don't want, अरे हाँ, opponent, I like, please वो गलत move खेल and then you will win. ऐसा कभी नहीं होने वाला. You have to expect the best move from your opponent, and then you should come up with the best moves against that as well. So quick game, nice game, 18 move win by Alark, but I think सीखने तो मिला ये game से भी. So let me see if how chat liked this game. So yes, Mike, F4 was nice indeed. And by the way, shout out to Niranjan for making these tips as well. So he deserves some appreciation for that. So let's have Niranjan OP once in the chat, guys, because you see these tips. It takes time. It's not magical. So let's do one round of Niranjan OP in the chat, please. And with that, let's come to game number 6, guys. It, you still have a chance. If I really appreciate 51 of you still sticking around with us, and even let's see, even your game might be featured next. And let's go to game number 6. You can see we have come prepared, guys. We have chosen plenty of answers. We have prepared plenty of slides for this. And game number 6 is the Agile Beast versus Avi Jadhav. Again, two players with a very nice ratings of 1400, and it was definitely a nice game here, guys. And actually, let me see. It was won by Avinash Jadhav. So well done, Avinash, for on winning this game. And yes. Of course, Niranjan, I agree. Chat is also OP, guys. So thank you for sending us your games. And if mods can just post the link for episode 3. So don't worry. And guys, one thing we are doing, we are not going to select same players again. So if you have won a game, we won't be selecting you again. We are giving chance to everybody else as well. Aryan, आएगा. Like, even don't just. We have plenty more games coming up. and also plenty more episodes. So don't feel bad if your game doesn't come up uh, in today's show. We have plenty of them coming up. Yashas, the book increased your rating by 300 points. Bhai, badhiya, like well done. So, if anything improves your chess, like I said earlier, be a sponge. Learn from everywhere, wherever you can get information on. Have some fun with chess. If you are not having fun, then you will maybe start stagnating. So have fun and study hard, and you will do well. मैंने तो draw game भेजा. I don't think Soham ऐसे it does not depend on that. It just depends on random generate पे आपका नाम आया, we choose your game. It doesn't even if you can send in your lost games. I think chat it would be nice. How about this? You need to send your lost games because then you will learn your highest. So it makes sense actually. Like winning game आपको दिखा के show off थोड़ी करना है. Like you will learn more if you send us your lost game. So just think about it. Maybe we'll select only lost games. Who knows? But if I was chat, मैं तो यही गेम भेजता जो मैं हारा हूं ताकि मैं सीख सकूं कि मैंने क्या गलत किया. All right. So let us start with game number 6. Agile Beast playing white again. A lot of e4 e5s. I think very much common opening when people are starting out or people with less ratings here. So decent opening. Okay, you can see 1400 के level के आसपास ना they know their basics. They are not making too many mistakes. They are developing their pieces. Okay, d4, ed4, knight d4, bishop b7. I don't think any critical complaints. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Again, this is something I don't like. Too many knight moves, but still okay. And you see, this bishop is like that bishop of d3 in the last game. Can't go anywhere. And this knight is very strong. And Gary Kasparov, the 13th world champion, said a knight on f5 is equal to being one piece up. So you don't want to trade it for this bishop. So I don't think Agile Beast got that thing right. But okay, he's still keeping the tension. He's not capturing. Short castle c5. Nice move. Just trying to get in two attacks here. White defense. Quite a strong game up till now. Rook e8. I like this. White has to be worried about this because bishop f8 से छुप जाएगा and फिर pawn पे attack करेगा. Bishop g5. Queen d7. Nice. Getting out of the pin as fast as possible. Queen f3. Ooh, knight e4. Interesting. I think it's a blunder. Yeah, white is winning. Black just blundered, I think, with this. And knight e4, knight into e7, rook into e7. Maybe he missed something. I think Avinash Jadhav just thought this would happen, and he will win a pawn. But you can see this is the mistake of not calculating fully. And one advice which I would love to share with you guys is any position when you're calculating like knight e4, ye mara, wo mara. Just start with forcing moves. Now, what are forcing moves? Forcing moves are something where you don't have time to do anything. So, like after knight e4, knight e7 is a check. So you cannot do anything. So you have to pay attention to this. So start your calculations with forcing moves. You will save a lot of time because rook e7, bishop e7, and I think it's almost lost. Now white is, you can see a rook up. मतलब ये rook के लिए ये rook है, but what about this rook, guys? No competition, and he's just a rook up, and he just converted very simply. So Agile Beast won this game. So just let's quickly show you guys. Oh, and he blunders a queen. Come on. Queen f3 was not possible because rook e8 is checkmate. Beautiful tactic by Agile Beast here. And ooh, you should capture the queen, man. But okay, still he had to capture the queen. But even this is winning. Crushing win by Agile Beast. Let's quickly show the checkmate. He just make two queens and yeah, just checkmate. Nice win by Agile Beast. And now, so this is what exactly I was telling you, chat. So shout out to Avi Jadhav. Very, very well done, because you have sent a game that you have lost. So now you have a chance to learn from us that what you could have done better. So shout out to Avinash. And Avi, let's check in with what tips we have made ready for you. So Avinash, even if I don't know if you're watching the show live, if you are, just let us know in the chat. If you watch it later on, these tips will definitely help you. And I want to give a special mention to you that very well done that you have submitted a game that you have lost, because उससे ही तो सीखने मिलेगा, and you will learn a lot from the games that you have lost than from the games you have won. So let's go. Chess tips. Study typical games in the openings you play to understand the themes. Again, themes is a concept which we already discussed तो कर लिया है. It is, I'm not saying कि mug up करो. Openings you cannot by heart, but know the themes. Know कि अरे ये knight, ये घोड़ा कहाँ जाएगा? Where will my bishop come? Which side should I play? Is where should my king castle, all these things. So these things you will know only if you are aware of openings or games that you have seen from the masters. So always study, highly recommended. Next is, whenever there's a choice to make between two moves, evaluate the pros and cons. I think chess, life, anything, दो options है, just see pros and cons and then you can make your choice. When your position is under pressure, consider possible changes and trades. You remember the pin bishop g5 wala. Maybe play h6, na push him a little back, see what he's doing. Or especially in the position where knight e4 जब भी मारा black ने. So Avinash, I think you should be careful कि check all the possible continuations. Like I said, forcing moves देखना. So forcing moves is like a check, double check, mate threat. ये सारे होते हैं forcing moves. So always start with that. Then you will be able to save a lot of time with that, and that will really help your calculation, especially in maybe online or blitz chess, faster paced chess. And lastly, calculate the number of attackers versus number of defenders. Of course, I am attacking e4 pawn three times, for example. Black is defending, attacking, white is defending e4 pawn by three pieces. I, as black, have to attack the e4 pawn by four pieces. Then only I can capture. Capture करना है तो एक extra piece होना ही चाहिए. And one more tip I would like to give Avinash here is just be focused in critical positions. Especially when you before you make a move like knight e4, think twice. Maybe okay, it's difficult to pace down in a online game, but just double check is a nice thing. Like just check it once कि अरे कुछ नहीं हो रहा ना पक्का. Then go for it. Do the blunder check that we discussed in the previous games today. So that is my advice for Avinash here. And let's come to the next game, guys. This was congratulations to Sagar Sadhwani, who has been selected for our seventh game today. And again, big shout out to Sagar as well, because Sadhwani has sent us a game which he has lost. So that is the whole point of this exercise. That is your game. Our analysis means that we want to check your mistakes, and if we correct your mistakes, you will improve your game, you will increase your rating, you will become a stronger player. So guys, highly recommend that you send us your lost games. Then you will be able to learn so much, you will be able to learn too much. Oh, hello, chat. Thank you. Happy Diwali to the entire team of Chess.com India. Love the series. Keep it coming. Big shout out to Mrinal Shah, our mod on this channel. And I had uh, met Mrinal in Kolkata last year, but I think I would love to meet him again, because that time we didn't interact too much. But thank you so much, Mrinal, for the super chat, and we really appreciate it. Thank you. And also thank you to Nidhi Sharma for the super chat. Really, I like the idea of this series, and happy Diwali. Thank you so much, guys. And I am really glad to share that If you are liking this, we will definitely have this many times. Like, and I'm sorry if your game wasn't selected in the previous or this one, but we will be having as many games as we can. And one thing I can promise is no player's game will be selected twice. It will be we will have a new player every time. So Dakshil, okay, even you sent a lost game, which is good, but let us see if your name popped up into the random generator as well. So let us check and into our seventh game of the day, that is Sagar versus Sagar Sadhwani versus John G84. All right, so Sagar has lost this game, but he is happy to learn. So let us all learn together in this. So e4, e5, knight c3, interesting option, knight f3, knight f6, sorry, bishop c4, knight c6, b3. I like this. He can play knight f3, but if you are delaying the development of this knight, play f4. ताकि मतलब आपको अटैक करना है, I'm assuming सागर भाई. So always that is advisable. Bishop b4, a3. Guys, this is a thing that you really need to learn. When bishop is pinning the knight against the king, he is not threatening the actually to take the knight. मतलब ना threat knight e4 है, ना threat bishop into c3 है. When it's for against the queen, then I advise you to play h3 because the knight cannot move. But here, the advantage is once you move your knight, for example, to f3 and you castle, this knight is able to move. So will he give up the bishop? And the more you grow, the more you'll realize that bishops are better pieces than knights. There बहुत छोटा minute difference है. Whereas like the bishop is said to be at 3 points, जैसे pawn is at 1, bishop is 3 and knight is not 3 but 2.5 or 2.75, like they say. So at least I would never recommend you guys to play a3 because anyway I am going to play knight f3 castle and move this knight. So why should I help him to play bishop into c3? तुमको मारना है तो मारो, तुम आयो. So instead of a3, I think a move like knight f3 is advisable, Sagar. Alright, so a3, bishop c3, bc3, d6. Okay, bishop b5. No, no, no. One, never move the same piece twice in the opening. Guys, just again, make a note, make a note. Never move the same piece twice in the opening. I will say it again. Never move the same piece twice in the opening. Maybe you can also type it in the chat. They say if you write a thing, that means it registers your mind twice because you learn. Sorry, you learn, you hear, and you write. That is 3 times the thing is going into your head. Even if it enters your subconscious mind, always it helps you. So I'll wait. I'll wait in the chat. I'll see. I want you guys to write that. So you should always just mention it once. So always see that never move the same piece twice in the opening. So just do that. Just write it in the chat, write it in the book, wherever, but it should enter, it should be drilled into your mind. Alright, so bishop b5, bishop d7, c4. अरे मतलब सागर भाई ये भूल गए हो क्या? You had such a nice start, but you forgot. No, now see, no pieces are developed. What is this c4? No point again. You're not threatening anything. A6, same जो white ने गलती किया ना, like you can of course castle, right, and you can move your knight. So why do you want to play this? And you see this bishop is like almost trapping itself. Why do you want to help your opponent? So castle भागो उस तरफ. So a6 not recommended. Bishop into c6, again never move your piece twice, but अभी तो ऑप्शन ही नहीं था ना. Of course ऐसे मौके पे डोंट गिव अप योर बिशप एंड से अरे राकेश भाई ने तो बोला था नेवर मूव योर पीस ट्वाइस. ऐसा नहीं है. ऑफ कोर्स इफ इट्स अटैक्ड और इफ इट्स फोर्स्ड तो ठीक है, बट अदर देन दैट आई वुडंट recommend you to move it again. And yes guys, let's hit 150. Like we are very very close, and it would just help us a lot if you also like the stream and do subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. Let's check in quickly. So bishop c6, bishop g5, queen e7. ठीक है, बढ़िया भाई, मतलब knight f3, what's going on? Maybe white has, both players are suddenly playing well, suddenly developing. Well done. I like this, guys. Castle, nice. Queen e2. It, they say king, castle first, then queen. So I would have castle, but still, like, queen e2, mighty impressed. Thoda, you had a good start, fumbled. Now again you are developing. I like this. H6, bishop h4. Okay, nice. I don't have a problem with h6 because this pin cannot be solved so easily, unlike the pin against the king. So h6, bishop h4. Nice. Bishop is a better piece than knight. I like that. Queen e6. Bhai, abhi to castle. Sagar, you have to castle. Please don't tell me you didn't castle. Yeah, like what do you want me to analyze here, man? Like, d4 is a very bad move. You had one plan. No, stick to it, bana baba. ये क्या है बीच में से? You want to play d4? Your king is in the center. You see, once files will open, it is your king who is in danger. Your pawns are in danger. Here you had protected. You had, like, settled everything. You see, I've made it green, so it's a good, it's a mental note. And you see, black's pieces, I'll make it in red because they are not in a good position. But what do? We play d4. मतलब अभी ये सारे weak हो गए, and suddenly it is black's pieces that will become green. That is good. नहीं, Sagar, not done. Don't go for pawn breaks when your king is in the center. Don't wreck, ruin your pawn structure for no reason. मतलब कुछ जरूरत नहीं था. And of course, John G84, shout out by, मतलब similar rating 882 versus 886, but he captures the free pawn again. I think white had d5 probably winning a piece. But okay, he doesn't see that. d5 d5. अभी तो castle करो. No, 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 Sagar, no. मतलब, you forgot. You have to castle. And also rook d1 just walks in. मतलब, आ बैल मुझे मार. क्या है ये? मतलब कुछ थ्रेट नहीं था. ब्लैक का कुछ थ्रेट नहीं है नाइट c3 या नाइट कुछ भी करने का. ये तो हमने बुला के लिया. आ जाओ. And John G84 doesn't miss a thing. And ooh, nice. I like this move. Not greedy for the material, but queen c4. Maybe he wants to attack this queen. For example, queen cannot. Okay, I know this is a blunder, but queen cannot move because mate threat hai. Knight into d1 is hanging. Well done. I mean, John G84, not bad. सागर ट्राइज वन लास्ट बिट, एंड यू सी, कासल भी नहीं हो रहा इससे. जो मैं शायद आई थिंक बचपन में बोल रहा था, एक सागर के बचपन में बोल रहा था मैं, कैसल करो जल्दी से. सो वो भी नहीं किया सागर ने. एंड नाइट e5 अगेन, और एक एपिसोड 2 ऑफ योर गेम एनालिसिस प्लस एपिसोड 2 ऑफ आ बेल मुझे मार. यू कैन सी दीज रुक्स आर नॉट एक्टिव, बट हाउ शुड आई मेक देम एक्टिव? सो नाइट e5 मतलब आ गया ये. So Sagar, you see, your opponent didn't win. It is uh, it is just the fact that your opponent took advantage of your mistakes. So that is a very big difference, guys. So Sagar, if there is one major takeaway from this is, you didn't lose. Your opponent didn't win this game. You lost this game. So I would highly recommend you to replay this game, replay this lesson, replay this video, and see. अरे कहीं मैंने कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं किया? मतलब I could have avoided these mistakes. And if you just correct that, your game is very good. I see many positives, so you will go much higher. Just focus on that part. So knight into e5, queen into h4. Okay, even this is nice. I like rook e8 as well. Pin and win. But queen h4 भी ठीक है. Queen c3 should be taken. Yes, he goes for it. Rook f8 again. Pin. Sagar. Okay, finally. Castle. Yes. But see, 20th move पे किया, जो I think 10th यानी 7th 8th move पे भी कर सकते थे सागर. So this is again a key takeaway. Next, he goes a queen g5. Badhiya bhai, double attack. You see, he's threatening a mate and also rook e5. So well done here. And oh, of course, he had a tactic here. Sweet tactic. Bishop g2, king g2, and फिर check देगा ये मार सकते नहीं. I think ये नहीं. Queen e5 मारना था because for let me show you. It's a very nice tactic. If you capture with the rook, f4 and fork वापस फिर से काटा चमचा fork and white wins. So queen e5 was winning here. But again, queen g5 खेला made double attack. Rook f e1. Why you had Sagar? You had this. I think if you had taken knight c6, bc6, queen c6, it is completely equal. मतलब king king, queen queen, दो rook for white, दो rook for black, five pawns for white, five pawns for black. Totally equal game. But instead, you are developing the pieces. I know, like we told you, but at the wrong time, and you just missed queen into g2 and John g84 could have played a better game, but Sagar really appreciate that you sent in a game that you lost so that you can you could learn from this, and we are doing our best. So we have prepared a special deck for you where tips only for your game, and of course our viewers can enjoy this too. So tips for everyone, especially for Sagar from this game is don't play too many pawn moves in the opening and without the need. As we said, new move, new piece. New move, new pawn नहीं बोला हमने. So new move, new piece. Don't move the same piece again and like never move the same piece twice in the opening is a very nice uh, principle that should be imbibed in your mind. Don't trade pieces without any purpose. Exactly. You don't go to war without any purpose. Now you have to have something in mind. There's no point in trading. मतलब सामने दिखा मारो, सामने दिखा मारो. Doesn't work that way. कोई जरूरत नहीं है. So always trade pieces if you are getting something. Be a little selfish in your games. Don't open the position when your king is in the center. Absolutely. Knight into e5, d4. क्या जरूरत है? Like पहले king safety. Remember, game ends when king is checkmated. So king safety is paramount. मतलब highest होना चाहिए king safety. And lastly, ask yourself what is my opponent threatening? ना मतलब जब भी knight c3 आया, queen c4 आया, have a look, have a think. As soon as your opponent makes a move, ask yourself what is my opponent thinking, and only with that, I mean, you could really improve your game. So, all right, I think it was super fun, and let me see what chat is saying. Uh, Mahir Jain, can more than one? Yes, yes, I think so. I think you can send more than one games. I don't think we can stop that, and it would be nice if you send in your lost game, guys. That would be really nice. But what if the player wants to play endgame and trade the pieces? Harsh, very nice question. But endgame खेलना है, but you have to be benefited from the exchange. You should play an endgame, but equal endgame खेल के point नहीं है ना. You should be exchanging pieces when अगर थोड़ा सा भी advantage मिल रहा ना तो exchange करना. ऐसे. And yes, you can send multiple games. That is the moral of the story. And yes, before we move on, I would again once again like to mention another giveaway that we are having. That is for the Chessophile show. So the season 2 for the Chessophile show is coming up, and we will have episode 1 airing live with two very strong GMs from South India, and that will be aired on 15th November, Diwali day. And tomorrow also we have another stream for Junior Chess League that is on Children's Day. Chat, very smart planning by chess.com to have Junior Chess League finals on Children's Day. So that will be tomorrow at 12 p.m. And the Chessophile Show season 2 with two GMs. So if you have time till tonight to guess the two GMs of the first episode. Both are from South India. And if you guess it right, you will be getting a chess.com diamond membership. So just to show you what the Chessophile show is about, I'll just quickly show you a teaser from our season 1 that is done by FIDE Master Niranjan Navalgund.
Chessophile Show.
Chessophile Show.
Chessophile Show.
The Chessophile Show.
So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and you still have a chance to win a membership giveaway of the Chessophile Show if you let us know the answers on social media or in the chat. And guys, on this note, I think we had a long day today. I analyzed 7 games, and again, once again, shout out to Niranjan for making the slides and the tips for you guys. And I'm really sorry. We are really sorry from chess.com India that if your game wasn't picked, but that is why we have episode 3, and we will definitely try to keep this a weekly thing because we see the love, we see your enthusiasm. So I've once again posted the link in the chat for episode 3. Like, for you can send in multiple games, not a problem. We will try to be as fair, as transparent. We'll have the random Google generator on, and we will pick some more games. We had about 5 to 6 games in episode 1 by Niranjan. Now today we had 7. We'll try to hit 10 games at least for the next episode, so many of you get a chance. And I promise that we will not be picking one like games of the same player. If your game has already been featured, we'll try to get in new people and more people into this, because we can see that you guys are really enjoying it, and we will try to just keep helping you there. um no, Srinath and Nihal, that's a very wise choice. Ramesh sir and Prag, yes, maybe you have to keep guessing, and once we have the right answer, we will ask for your chairs.com username and we will add the membership. Arushi Singh, Arjun and Prag, interesting, and you are also giving us very good suggestions, guys. So we really appreciate that. And yes, do like the stream and also subscribe to the channel. We see we're at 178. Let's try to hit 200, guys, very soon. And we really appreciate your support. Uh, Parag and Karthikeyan, nice suggestions, but sadly not the correct answer. There are plenty of other GMs as well from. Okay, I'll give you one more hint. Both the GMs are about 20 years of age. These are not young GMs. So this is another suggestion. Maybe you can check on FIDE or AICF's website that two GMs from South India, both above the age of 20. So no prodigies. Yeah, Srinath might be one because he's about 20, so हो सकता है. Gukesh, Nihal, Prag नहीं allowed है because both are below 20. So just try and think कि about 20 कौन से GMs हो सकते हैं. And अगर आपको सही जवाब मिल गया, let us know. We would love to add diamond membership so you can play better games. You can get better at this. Yes, I think so. I think it was a good hint about 20. मतलब I have significantly narrowed it down. South Indian भी बोल दिया. So keep guessing, guys. Keep guessing. You can, even if this stream is over, you can still let us know on social media, on chess.com social media. We have all the links in the description, and we have also a link for episode 3. If you want your games to be analyzed, we have it there as well. No, it's not Srinath and Adiban. If it was, I would have already given you a shout out. No, not Srinath and not Hari Krishna also. It is not Srinath. Chalo, last hint of the day, because it's Diwali and because I love you guys. It is not Srinath. So, no, it is not Srinath. Srinath will be a guest, definitely, guaranteed, because he's one of my very good friends, but he will not be in episode 1. So, it's not Srinath. Maybe you can try someone else. But okay, guys, on this note, uh, painfully, because I know many of you were looking forward to seeing your game analyzed, but we have to wrap it up for today. So please send us your games for episode 3. We will be analyzing 10 games for the next episode for sure, because we see your love. And Yashas, no, it's not a female. I can say that much. So no, not Srinath, not Adiban. So keep guessing, keep guessing. Not Vishy sir as well. So not Vishy sir, not Srinath, not Adiban. So keep guessing. Let us know in the chat. And once before you go, do hit the like. Do hit you see the thumbs up sign. Do hit that thumbs up sign. Do share this video if you like it with your friends, and do subscribe. And it was super fun. And I'm your host Rakesh Kulkarni, International Master from Chess.com, signing off and wishing you guys happy, very happy Diwali, and have a very safe, fun, and happy Diwali with your family and friends, guys. And I will take your leave. So bye bye, guys, and take care.